It's rolling. Yeah, okay. Mhm. And what do we have here? I have to mark this daily fair value gap. Template FVG D1, upper, lower, one moment, save as FVG D1, save template, FVG D1. Okay, now we have the top and low marked as well. This is our daily FVG. This is 1 hour chart. I need to go and mark the new week opening gap, which I don't yet have on my chart. Unlock. Unlock. Save. Switching to the 5-minute to be able to see it. Oof. This is huge. And I don't need to have the one from March 9 because this one aligns with it and the low of that FVG was aligning to the midpoint of this opening range gap. So there is a level that I know I'll see and use. But this is too big and I need to mark some quad levels on it. Template. I don't need these ones. Okay. Something like this. Switching back to 1 minute. Need to mark the opening range gap. Now sync lock 78 handles. Okay, initial lows. This could have been initial lows, but I like this one more. Template sell side. And the buy side is this high from the Friday. No, not what? 1 moment. Yes. Buy side. Save. Going back to electronic trading hours. Our first presented fair value gap is this. This one. FPAM. Now sync. Let's check the economic calendar. We do not have any high impact news drivers. We had existing home sales, which is a low impact news driver at 10 a.m., which is here. And we do not have anything else. No news drivers. Checking ES versus NQ versus Dow. All of them have swept this high. So they move in agreement. This would have been a good entry actually. The new week opening gap top is right here. This was a touch to the top of the new week opening gap. One moment. Come back. Low of the new day opening gap. Oops. Visibility. Seconds, hours maybe. Only hours. Okay. The price went up, cleared all the gap, and not even hours. I do, or do I? Okay, let's keep it for now. Yeah, price went up, covered the whole range of the new week opening gap, and returned back to the daily fair value gap low. Clear the high. I cannot say I have a bias. I need to see how it reacts to the top of the opening range gap, which I will mark with another line. What do we have here? We have a breaker, a bearish breaker. High, low, higher high, which clears buy side liquidity. And we have a smaller breaker here, high, low, higher high. And we have an FVG inside the breaker. Marking the macro. End of the macro. It went up during the macro, but this is a strong displacement lower, so cannot be sure that this will continue going up. Plus it rated some highs. Maybe it's time for a retracement. But our opening session is a bullish move. the best time for trading a retracement is probably 11:30, which is the lunch macro, but this is starting to break down before that. We'll have to wait and see. After the 10 a.m., we do not have a meaningful fair value. Maybe it's this one. Actually, let's mark it because there is a volume imbalance and it's not so small. It's normal size. No sync. Okay. Let's see how it reacts to this fair value gap. If I were to type read the opening range, I'm trying to imagine if there is anything that I would have taken, any trades there or not. Opens here, minor lows, this one is intact, then back up, no gaps here whatsoever. It's the lower quadrant of the opening range gap. Then rate some more loss, consolidation, small fair value gap here. Actually, instead of this, I will use this because their size difference is not too big and our FP is probably this one. I need to mark it in the 15-second chart as well. Unplugged FP, yeah. Okay. Rejected from the first presented fair value gap plus the low of the opening range gap. That could have been a good trade, but where is the target? Only the midpoint of Wednesday's first presented fair value gap, and it would have been 40 handles, $80, which is good. And the take profit, stop loss, should have been, yeah, top of this candle, I think, $41. Yeah, it's okay. It would have been an okayish trade. I don't think I could have traded this bullish move. Yeah, it's just a straight up low resistance move. It cleared the whole range of the opening range gap, then retracement back, found supported the lower quadrant. Fair value gap, no sync. Yeah, and the body closes here are ideal. After the retracement, it didn't clear meaningful highs. It didn't clear any highs here actually, but it touched the top of the new week opening gap, showing it in the 5 minute. That's this one. and retracement back into the 50% level of this whole bullish move, found support in the 50% level plus the midpoint of the opening range gap plus the midpoint of this huge displacement fair value gap, and a grind up. Some resistance at this fair value gap, which is our silver bullet first fair value gap after the 10 a.m. Reclaimed, rated some highs, and we are waiting to see what happens next. And does it cut through the top of the new week opening gap, or it gets rejected? The text is wrong on the new week opening gap actually, so I'm fixing it. High April 13 and low April 13th. I do not need this red line. If it were to break down, what would be a meaningful target? Probably midpoint of this week. It's in close proximity to this FVG and opening range gap midpoint. Yeah, 260, I think. But I'm not going to short now. It's under the top of the new week opening gap. It determines. Hey, what am I doing? I need to put a fair value gap here. FVG, no sync. And this first presented fair value gap is from Friday, April 10, Friday. If it goes up now, I probably shouldn't look for longs. It moved quite much already. There was this tiny short here. And maybe there was a long here. It respects the midpoint of orange plus this fair value gap, goes up, raids intermediate lows, closes quite high, works the top of the opening range gap, and then returns back to it. And this low is lower than this one, so these minor lows are rated here already, so it has done enough. After this raid of the lows and after this raid of these minor lows, it's bullish. Let me mark this high. By side. Yeah, there could have been a long targeting this high. Oops, sorry. Mm, 42 handles. It's a decent move. And the stop loss would be near 17 handles, but it's only in the case of opening the position exactly at the top of the opening range gap. But if I were to trade this after seeing this move and close in the upper half of the silver bullet, I would probably entry inside this fair value gap. So my entry would have been here. And my stop would be somewhere around here under this tiny bullish order block, which would have been $46, and my reward would be $56, which isn't a good trade. And yeah, I wouldn't have done it probably. On the other hand, I could target the midpoint of this first presented fair value gap from Friday, and my take profit target would be $64. Again, not a good trade. Risking 50 for 60. I'll be back in 5 minutes. The target for launch macro is the first low formed after 10:30, and it's this. I'll take the higher one and mark it in my chart. Sell side. It's 54 handles. I think it's not a bad place to short actually. But we have this order block. So if it comes down, it will probably be able to go to the 50% level. This is a 30-minute order block. In 1 hour, it's the whole week. Yeah, 50% looks okay. Oh, okay, removing it from the 1-minute chart. I need a meaningful market structure shift. This low is taken, but when this low gets taken, it will be too late for me to trade. So, I don't know. In 5 minutes, we have closes under the new week opening gap high, and this fair value gap is respected, the midpoint. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, somewhere around there. Execution marks. I don't know, or I can keep the execution marks but hide the labels. My take profit target is this. Took minor lows. Market structure shift in the 1 minute. How much this would be? $60. Yeah, we'll see. Hourly chart. What about the 30-minute chart? I needed to close below the low of the daily fair value gap. Checking the 15-minute. Yeah, it will probably get rejected from here. I mean, not get rejected, but find some support at the top of the opening range gap. So probably a good place to close the position. If it comes to this level. And 5 minute. Looking for a close below this one. Comparing ES and NQ real quick. Yeah, they look similar. Almost same structure. In ES, this low is rated already. Silver bullet gets respected. Yeah, in 1 hour, we don't need to check for now because there is still 30 minutes left. The 30-minute candle, I'd like it to see close below this yellow line. Daily FVG low. I want this 1 minute to close inside, at least inside. Okay, not bad, not very good, but not bad. This 1 minute candle, well, ideally I need it to close below the silver bullet fair value gap. We have a tiny FVG here which I need to mark. I'd like this FVG to not get traded at all. Now sync. I want it to be a breakaway gap. Not a breakaway gap. But if we get another close below the midpoint, then there is still chance. $11.32. This is our draw. I should remember that draw is not the same as target. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. This looks good so far. This is a bearish order block, these two candles. And if we get close below, come on, close below. It will be good. But this looks like that silver bullet fair value gap is getting reclaimed because the closes are inside. I need a sharp move down to have some confidence that this move down will continue. Nope. Close at the midpoint and in the upper quadrant. Touch the midpoint. Let's see what happens next. Lunch macro. No, this isn't bearish. Okay, rated this high. Wants to continue. Yeah, doesn't want to come back. Hmm. Okay, swept another high. Let's wait for the candle close. Doing same mistakes every day. It's going up. There's all the chances to stop here and go back, but it's launch macro, it swept this high, that's why I made an entry here. Though could have been better entry inside the first presented fair value gap from Friday, but we'll see. And now my take profit should be this, probably, because it's the midpoint, top of the opening range cap, but I don't know if it will cross this or not. We'll have to wait and see. There's tiny bearish MSS in the 15-second chart. Starting to accelerate probably. Yeah, respecting the silver FPG. But I wanna wait for a couple minutes to see how it reacts to this level in 5 minutes. It doesn't look too bad. Immediately returning back after this move. One more touch to the upper part of the silver fair value gap. Fifteen minutes. Checking on my other screen. And ES and then Q. After rating this high, I'd like to see some rates below. Even this minor sell-side liquidity. Rated minor high. This high was taken in this week. This is the 2 minutes. Low taken, high taken. This fair value gap looks quite good. It's supporting the idea of the launch macro taking place. I can mitigate my first loss actually and then continue. Okay, my loss is $41.50. Let's see. Are you bullish? Or are you not? 5 minutes. Showing respect to the silver bullet. Macro. There is our macro. No sync. No sync. Let's see what our macro wants to do. Bullish order block. Silver bullet. Closed at the midpoint. Now I need to close below. How does the 30-minute look? Nothing too obvious. And ES and NQ. Doesn't want to close below. These lows were not swept, so still holding. But should we? Unable to cross the midpoint. Macro doesn't do shit. I really want to take this. But I'm hoping for the macro to play out. Back into the silver bullet. Tiny fair value gap. Don't cover the whole range. Okay, I need to close below the midpoint. And then this level and this level. No. I still can mitigate the loss. But I really want to give this some chance to do its thing. Okay, not bad. Yeah, the top of the opening range gap is going to be defended. Small. But if I see some acceleration in the downward price action, I'll keep it. Didn't take the $80. Well, it cleared this low and this minor low. Fuck it. Small FVG. In the 15 seconds now sync. Bullish order block. Giving it a little bit more time. Bullish MSS. Yeah, my stop loss should be moved here because I see this as a breakaway gap. Not bad. Okay. These lows are next, probably. These ones. Let's see, let's see. Good. Some lows rated. Okay, let's take this actually. Don't want to make the same mistake from Friday. It's a good place to take profit. The top of the opening range gap plus lows rated. Okay, we are $40 in profit and we still have one trade opportunity. Yeah, of course, of course, of course. Let's go log this too. Nothing. What's the color of nothing? Fifth. Okay. neutral. Is it high resistance? Or is it? Well, it's a okayish price action actually. Let's mark it as seems favorable. We have traded in the AM session shorts. 2-time micro contract, one micro contract. The first one was this, and it wasn't bad. I just didn't take profit after it rated this low. Yeah, let's give it a thumbs up. The second one could have been better, but the idea was correct. I was scared, honestly. You could felt it probably from the live stream, from the way I was talking, but this again is not a bad entry. It's quite good one. Launch macro rated this high. Respect the first presented fair value gap, even though I have entered early, but a little bit impatient, but this is not bad. 1124, 1138, 1124, 1138. This one is not morning session, this is lunch. 1139, 1201. Mm-hmm. 41 and a half. Oops. Minus 41 and a half. Respecting the top of the opening range gap. Stop loss 20, drawdown 20, risk rewards where I was aiming. Yeah, this one, but it wasn't so realistic. Maybe here or here. Well, it's a little bit less than 2. We'll mark it 2. Look at this damn thing. Jump around. It's 40 handles in one candle. What time is it? Nothing special. So good that we have closed it. What I'm doing here. The other trade. 625 and my stop loss was where? Yeah. Top 19 handles. Stop loss 19 handles. Drawdown 625. Drawdown is 8, 9 handles, let's say. Risk reward was 3 for no 2. Well, it was 3 because my draw or my target is this. Closed it early though. And how much was my profit? 81 and half? No? Yes? If I remove the contracts, yeah, exactly $40. So 81 and half. This has to be skipped. I can return when at 1:30 start of the PM session. But this is lunch, and this to me is an okay slash macro. Rated this lows, fell short of this. Perfect touch, almost perfect touch to the midpoint of this week. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, it's okay. I don't want to trade this. And what's the reasoning behind our trades? Let's keep this one short for now. This one as well. How do I formulate this? In 5 minutes, do we have 3 drive? We do not. Well, yeah, I should have checked the new week opening gap high, because it was helping me to form my short. It's visible here. Perfect touch to the new week opening gap high, and then a drop down to the midpoint of the opening range gap. And walk top touch and retracement. Then highs rated again. Highs rated again plus and then macro Sunks 2022, 2024, 2022 model. Org CE bounce. Let's read it again. And 3. Entry at M1 FPG after EOF institutional order flow entry drill, which is this one, and monitor model. Okay, target and 39 lows. Exit at full stop loss. Last high traded sharply when I should mention that the price respects new wick opening gap high in the 5-minute chart. Highs raised it again, but then Hamburg up, raise, then closes under Hamburg up. There is not enough space. Or buy side again. No. Has read it again after org CE bounce touch. Okay. Multiple M5 closes under Hamburg top. Entered M1 FEG. Okay, this looks much better. What else? Well, I will do this all myself, and if I return back to trading in the PM session, I'll live stream again.